And now at 5, early voters out in full force casting their ballots ahead of the midterm elections. And thanks so much for joining us. I'm Juliette Goodrich.
And I'm Brian. Hackney Election Day now less than 2 days away, and San Francisco could see a record turnout. KPIX 5's Katie Nielsen joins us now from the newsroom to break down some of the numbers. Hey, Katie.
Hey, Brian. More than 1,000 people cast their ballots today at San Francisco's City Hall. Based on the number of early voters and mail-in ballots, the director of elections thinks this could be a record turnout for a midterm. San Francisco didn't even start keeping track of voter turnout until the 60s, and the record for a midterm voter turnout was back in 1974 at 68%. If San Francisco sees a large turnout on Election Day, the city could match or beat that record.
We've got a very good turnout so far in San Francisco, and if these numbers continue, then I think we'll have a surprising turnout by the end of voting on Election Day.
In addition to early voting, more than 100,000 mail-in ballots have already been received. They expect to get another 100,000 into the office in the next 2 days. Now, the polls are closed for today, but early voting will continue tomorrow morning at City Hall from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. And then, of course, all polling places will be open on Election Day from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Live in the newsroom, Katie Nielsen, KPIX 5.
Thank you. With the midterm elections coming up, it's important to know your rights as a voter.
Yeah, KPIX 5's political reporter Melissa Caen answering your lingering questions. Melissa.
Yeah, that's right. I think people always need a little refresher on these sorts of things. We have Election Day, of course, just right around the corner, and you may have some questions about voting. So here are some rules to remember on Tuesday when you go to vote. Now, if your name is not on the list at your polling place, you can cast a provisional ballot, and it will be counted as soon as your registration can be confirmed. Or as Secretary of State Alex Padilla put it,
I want to make sure to address a very common myth. Are provisional ballots counted? Absolutely.
Also, you don't have to vote on everything. All ballots get counted, even if they leave some of the contests blank. And as long as you're in line by 8 p.m., your polling place has to stay open to let you vote. And when you're inside the polling place, you have a right to vote without interference.
You have the right to a secret ballot, without anybody bothering you, without anyone trying to tell you how to vote, without anyone harassing you or intimidating you. And in fact, if you experience any of this, please notify the staff at your polling place.
You can also report problems or ask questions at the Secretary of State's hotline. It's 1-800-345-VOTE. Juliette?
All right, good to know, Melissa. Thanks so much.